Hi, I'm Nikki from the Fabulous Life Builder, and here's another video to make you aware and hopefully help you build a better life eventually and a secure relationship to yourself. I want to go over the common traits that anxiously attached people have. Sometimes I refer to them as AA for abbreviation, anxiously attached. Now, this is more patterns and it is on a spectrum, so this isn't set in stone by any means. If you are going through this list of traits and you think you're anxiously attached, but maybe one or two things don't apply to you, I wouldn't be too alarmed. Not all of the traits are going to be for everybody. Like I said, these are just the common patterns that come up that anxiously attached people display. But if you have most of them, then it's probably a good sign you might be anxiously attached. Number one is that they prioritize relationships and friendships. They are social butterflies. They love to be part of the social circle. When it comes to their personality needs, socializing, connecting, relationships, those are definitely higher up in the anarchy of all the other needs. I kind of can compare it to maybe, like the teenager kid that just wants to hang out with their friends all day. That is usually a common trait with anxiously attached people. Number two, they can be seen as charismatic. Not all. Yet, because they love people, usually they have social skills. I do know a lot of anxiously attached people that don't necessarily have social skills either, but still want that social connection. But most of them they come off rather charismatic. Number three, they want to move through relationships rather quickly. They're clingers, basically. Anxiously attached people they're anxiously attached to other people. So as soon as they meet somebody who is their future partner, they want to immediately go from the dating phase all the way, to the commitment phase and just skip over the other phases. They want a commitment right away instead of taking time to meet the other person. And it also goes with friendships too. Like as soon as they meet somebody that they think could be cool or could be their friend, they have a tendency to want to bond and connect and to cling, basically, immediately right away instead of giving it the proper time to have a friendship bud and develop. Number four, most of them are labeled as kind. They're very in tune to other people, again, because of their such high need for social time and their validation through other people. They can be very kind and very in tune to other people's needs. And it a lot of times to the extreme will come off as people pleasing. They are people pleasers. So as they're people pleasing, a lot of times people will be like, oh yeah, they're a really kind person. Number five is friendly, which I think kind of goes along with the kind. They're kind, they're friendly, they're charismatic. These are kind of the theme traits here. Again, they will do anything to maintain a relationship with somebody, and that goes with the people-pleasing thing again. Number six, they're very attentive to close relationships. Now, they might not be so attentive to somebody that they necessarily don't have a close relationship with, but then again, they want to develop a close relationship very, very quickly to the people that they meet or that they, click with. They have like an instant click with people, or that they don't. They're more apt to be the kind of people that want to, elope and hitch within knowing somebody within, a couple of weeks. that would be an anxiously attached person doing that. But anyways, going back to being attentive, and again, this relates to, you know, being friendly and charismatic, and people pleasing, where, you know, their acceptance and their social life and their whole being, you know, is kind of measured on, like, does this person like me? Does this person approve of me? So they will be very attentive to the other person's needs. This also comes with the fear of abandonment too, which is very strong with them, with their core wound. And because of that core wound, that also kind of lends them to be attentive to the other person, because the more they're kind and nice and attentive to the other person, the more they seem charming to the other person, the more they seem likable to the other person, the less chances in their head that that person is going to abandon them, that the person's going to leave. So they're very in tune and very serving to the people that they do have relationships with, because they don't want to be abandoned and left behind. Number 7, they are often described as very warm. I mean, again, these are pretty much different, you know, words for the other traits of being warm and likable. But yeah, a lot of times they can be very warm. They can be very opening. They can be, they have their arms wide open, ready to give you a hug. They're the people that will invite you out to their home and be like, hey, you know, let's have some pizza. Do you want this drink? They will love to be hosts of, you know, different events. If you think of like a dismissive avoidant, they're the very opposite of that. They will be the first to probably trust somebody out of all the other attachment styles and give them the benefit of the doubt and just be open with them and sharing and, you know, want to greet you with a smile. They'll just be, you know, just the warm traits in general. And number 8, they're likable. A lot of anxiously attached people, they're people, you know? They love people, they love to socialize. They thrive on that. That's what recharges their battery. That's what fills their bucket needs too, is just being involved and being around people and socializing. And the more they, you know, get from the people around them socially, the more they seem to thrive. And, you know, obviously they'd have to be likable to be in that situation, right? So yeah, they will do things and go out of their way to be likable and to be attentive. And they're the kind of people that, you know, you could call up right away or at the last minute and say, hey, I need help with such and such, you know, will you help me? And they'll be like, yeah, of course, you know, fine. Because they have a problem with boundaries when it comes to that area too, which will be a whole other video. But yeah, anxiously attached, basically, you can think of them as socialites. Although I don't know if I want to exactly describe them as socialites, because I mean, you definitely can be a socialite without being anxiously attached. But they basically, most of their traits is, you know, warm, friendly, charismatic, attentive to relationships, wanting to move through relationships pretty fast. It all really comes down to mostly people pleasing. They want to make other people happy because that's how they feel safe, and that's how they survive, and that's how they get their needs met. Somebody, you know, breaking a relationship off with them could be possibly very devastating to them, and it opens like a very big core wound of them, which is, you know, the fear of abandonment. So by nature, in order to want to keep people around and to keep them hooked, they have to be, you know, friendly and warm and charismatic and likable and attentive, you know, to the people in their relationships. They really like to focus on other people's needs to the point that they even forget about their own needs. So with these traits, if you found that you have the majority of these traits, or maybe this describes you a bit, you might be anxiously attached. And there obviously are perks to being anxiously attached. Like, these traits actually sound really nice. Like, if I was on a dating site and I said these are my traits, you'd probably be like, wow, this person sounds awesome. But these traits also can be, cons to the anxiously attached people, as well, as I discussed a little bit in this video. And if you want to work at becoming a securely attached person and developing a wonderful relationship to yourself and building your fabulous life, fabulous life builder, you can contact me. I do one-on-one coaching to help you repair the relationship with yourself and your life by becoming securely attached. Also, you can hit me up on Instagram, and I regularly post there too. Hopefully, some of the things on there you find informative or inspiring. If you have any questions or even any suggestions on what kind of videos you would like to see, please let me know and comment below, like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And remember, I'm here to help you guys, and I want to see you guys grow and thrive and, be a part of the better life. Build your fabulous life, right? So, do all that. Like I said, like, subscribe, hit me up on Instagram, leave comments, and this is an awkward ending, right? Isn't it? I'm dragging on. So sorry for that. I will let you go. Bye.